Let's see, how does this work? Oh, hello everyone. This is Scratch and Jack, your host for the Amazing Scale Modelers Across the Pond Hangout. Amazing Scale Modelers is a Google Plus and Facebook community of scale modelers reaching and affecting and influencing the hobby across all scale modeling genres. Median. Okay, let's get this hang. I don't know why it does that. I'll hear myself and repeat. Let's see. Let's start this over again. Amazing Scale Modelers is a Google Plus and Facebook community of scale modelers reaching across all of the scale modeling genres, memes, and inspired friendships from around the world. And today, in this hangout, you'll find it to be an important source of information about the hobby and see firsthand the scale modeling experience. And joining me today are the usual suspects in killing time and doing all these things. And if you want to join us, the live chat is open at the Amazing Scale Modelers YouTube channel. So if you don't have camera and mic, you can always join us for chat. As the show progresses, I will try to include what you say, what your comments and questions are to everybody who is here. And without further ado, I'd like to get started right off the bat because I've been watching the past Hangouts, and I found myself a little long-winded in the beginning. So we'll get started right away. We'll cover everything else a little later on the show that I have in mind to cover for the community. And let's start from my Google left to right, and that's Bob. How you doing, Bob?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Bob.
Good morning.
Morning, Bob.
Good morning, Bob.
Okay, take it away.
This is the part where you talk, Bob.
Maybe I started too quickly. Yeah. Maybe he's having technical issues.
Not.
Oh.
Here's the plane. Still needing more self-lane.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
Right,
The Red Baron.
something, yeah.
Do you have subtitles?
The Baron in this.
Ah, the Red Baron.
Oh, what a
Yeah.
fun kit.
So the YouTube.
Ah, yes.
Still need 4 more wings on it. And I'm working on the prop.
Oh, I see.
Going to wood grain that prop?
Yeah. Colors down. Back.
Did they make
I'm
those
working on
old
the,
props out of maple wood or oak?
Oh,
Does
yeah.
anybody know?
Pardon?
The old wooden props, were they made of oak or were they made of maple?
It can be made out of any hardwood.
Yeah.
Depending on what would be available in your area. Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I thought there was a preference.
No. Any hardwood would work.
Any hardwood?
Don't see a lot of pine propellers.
And some
No,
of them laminated different kinds of hardwood on.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some of them are laminated. Most of them were laminated, but they laminated different woods in order to get the strength and characteristics that they wanted.
Oh, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a fair question because I know that they predominantly make baseball bats out of a particular type of wood.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's poplar. I think those are made of poplar or maple, I think. I don't know. I think it's poplar.
Somebody's got a big delay going there.
Oh, really?
who could it be?
Who could it be? No.
Not me. Not me.
I haven't said anything yet until now.
He's still on delay from 2 weeks ago.
Maybe we should move on, Bob.
Well, yeah.
All right,
by me.
let's talk to Dave's emoji. Hi, Dave's emoji. How you doing? Yeah, I thought so. It's a very slow morning. Yes.
Yeah.
Silence seems to be the thing people are talking about these days.
Silence?
Silence.
Okay, moving on. How you doing, Heath?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very tired, and I've been up since 5:30. But I managed to get some things done.
See, even
No.
gone quiet.
So, okay, where do I start?
Well, you got some things done, and there's still
I
no
have-
crater in the southern hemisphere. Okay.
No. I primed this up the other day. This is my Ferrari F430,
Oh.
and it'll be painted this color,
Ooh, red.
Italian red.
Hmm.
Well,
Either-
I'm sorry, it's a Ferrari.
The Ferrari red. Yeah, there's an
Yeah.
Italian red. Okay.
Yep. And I've also painted my Camel Lotus.
Nice.
So that's all. That's 2 coats of yellow.
Mm-hmm.
2 coats of yellow because I had to get rid of. So if you have a look there, bit of bubbles there. So I had to get some 600 grit and dry sandpaper to just get rid of those holes.
Ah.
And
Mhm.
also I managed to do the downforce first.
Mm.
Like, I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, everything that's meant to be yellow is yellow. The only thing I've got to do now is just put it together.
Mm-hmm.
You said yellow. Sorry.
Other things silver, what's silver, and you know the drill. You know the drill. So yes, I've been a very busy boy. And it's not bad because the thing is, it's meant to be winter over here, and we're having warm days. And I'm thinking, hang on, it's winter. We're supposed to be having cold days. And in fact, today was the only day we had rain. The only day we had rain this week.
Mm-hmm.
And still, I was meant to do this today, but no, couldn't do it because it was raining.
So, Bob, Jim, wouldn't it be nice to have rain in the wintertime?
Yeah, at least you don't have to shovel it.
At least you have to shovel it, right?
Sorry, there are 4 more bits I've done to the car. I've put the tires together.
Ooh,
Ah.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, these are the back, as you know. Nah, it's me
You're
front.
tired
mate.
just looking at it.
Oh, that's bad joke. Bad joke, Luke.
That's tired and retired.
You're in a good place for bad jokes.
And I also did the seats. So I've done some building. Just none of the car yet. Just certain parts of the car. But But anyway, I have got photos up. I did take photos as suggested by Mr. Jack, and they should be up on the site.
Mm-hmm.
So that's me. Next.
That's you. Next. Okay, boy, we're going through this real quick today. How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing fine there, Jack. Yeah, I haven't got a lot done this week. I've been trying, since we've had so much rain, since we had some good weather this week, to get out as much as possible this week. So my bench work sort of suffered.
I see. It looks like, well, at least you got the paper towels off the paper towel roll there.
Yeah. Let's get here to
It's a little long for toilet paper.
We'll get over here.
Uh,
Okay. So anyway, I did some more work on my Falcon 9.
Ooh,
Mhm.
nice.
Now, when you do a rocket, does it feel like cheating because you just roll it up and glue it?
Well, you roll it. Yeah, but there's a joining strip under behind the seam.
Uh-huh.
That's usually fun. These were fun to do because they're so long that a lot of my dies are not long enough. I end up having to use a broom handle.
I was going to ask you what you used when it was bigger.
Whatever works.
Yeah, probably a pretty big
Go to the
dollar.
hardware store and get some wooden dowel, or
Well, if I needed to, but my broomstick worked perfectly fine.
Go to Home Depot.
These umbilical trays that go along the outer edge, these go right over the joint seam, which was really a nice idea.
what is the outline to the right of those parts for?
Actually, what it's meant is to do a double layer. So these are two card thicknesses.
Oh,
thick.
okay. So that's how you get your dimension.
Yeah, but actually, I did this a little different. I didn't cut out this. Trying to line something this large up and thin with a long piece is a pain in the butt. So what I did was I cut another piece of card and glued it in behind, and then just cut the one
And then
piece.
cut through them both at the same time.
And cut the two at both same time.
That
It's a
makes
lot
sense.
easier.
Oh, sure.
And it's a lot neater too.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Usually they just give you a code on there that says, this part and this part have to be 2 layers.
Right.
But in this case, they printed an outline, without saying 2 layers, which pretty well means the same thing.
Well, it looks like they had a full page to fill. So
Yeah.
what's the harm?
That's the piece cut out. And that little maneuvering thruster pack.
Now, I'm sure you've said this before, but on a piece like that, how do you treat the edge of your sandwich of paper? Now, do you use a marker on that, or do you use?
I use paint markers. Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't bleed.
No, not if you use the good ones.
Well, I figured you use the good ones.
No, but what I'm saying is some of the cheaper markers have lower level of the actual paint compound in the marker and more alcohol.
You're not using a felt tip pen on it.
Well, they're a felt tip marker.
Oh, okay.
But the alcohol level is a lot lower, so it doesn't absorb in as bad as like the cheaper markers do. But you need that. But if it's sometimes you do it a little different, different shade, like a little bit darker, just to give it more dimensional look. This is the bottom section of the main body of the first stage.
Oh, okay.
I see.
See, one thing I do is like for the joining strips,
Uh-huh.
I always color the seam where the seam
Oh,
is.
yes, you don't see white paper underneath.
Yeah, so you don't see the white paper once it's joined.
Yeah, they do that in woodwork too on paneling, so that you don't see the. If the
That
wood
includes this joining strip for the top too.
Yeah.
So. Now, one thing I did different from the original design was I wanted a little more structural integrity into the inside of the main part of the first stage.
Uh-huh.
So I cut out formers to put in there. After the tube was rolled and glued, then I cut formers and put in all the tubes to strengthen them up a bit, and also helps keep them more round. So.
Now, do you always do something like that, or would you with paper, or would you use like maybe a styrene to make it stiffer?
No, I use card.
Okay.
Card. You know, like I use the same 110 card. If I needed more strength in this, I would go to a heavier card than what I.
But
I
you
just
stick
use.
with paper.
I still stay with paper.
Okay.
Because I've got card up to 2 mils thick.
Mm-hmm.
But this didn't need that heavier strength. I found the discs with just the standard with the 110-pound card, once they're glued in place, are perfectly fine. There's not a lot of stress on it. It's more or less just a
Yeah, but you want to keep it round.
Yeah. Lower section with the attaching the side strip.
Now, if those formers are just to keep it stiff, why cut out the center?
Why cut out the center?
Yeah.
It's easier to place them inside.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You can stick your finger in or a tool in to line it up.
Yeah.
If you have a straight flat one, they're a bitch to try to line up.
Yeah. I guess
you could do one that was flat.
Right.
But if you got more than one, you can't come back from the other side when the
That's
flat
true.
one's in.
That's true.
So I found it easier. It doesn't change the strength any.
It's just the mastery that you cut perfect circles. It was like, why cut that inner circle? I mean,
yeah. It's only to make it easier to install.
Yeah.
Jesus, awfully quiet.
I'm starting to work on the with this one's done. I got the hinges in for the landing legs, and I got the retro maneuvering thrusters are all in, and I'm starting work on the 9 Draco engines for the bottom.
Oh, okay, that's what those fan things are.
So I get that populated, then get that glued on. Then we're on to the landing legs. So that's where I am with this right now. To give you an idea of size.
And the scale?
The scale, I'm not quite sure what the scale is. 1/100.
1/100. Yeah, that's. I'm always curious about that. I don't know why I have such a interest in that, but I do. It gives me an idea of the real thing. 100 times that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes it about half as long again as a shuttle orbiter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not actually. It's actually quite economical the way it looks. Doesn't look like it's spacefaring, actually.
It's actually quite ingenious the way they put these together, because they actually put the rather than the cryogenic tanks being separate from the main tanks, the cryogenic tanks are actually inside the main fuel tanks. Conserve space, and it helps keep the temperature down.
Well, that makes sense.
So the cryogenic tanks don't cool off, don't warm up as fast that way, which is actually quite ingenious.
James, it's a bong.
Yeah.
You can be real. Go ahead and tell us. It's a bong.
It's a
you can fess up. It's a bong.
SpaceX actually just got the contract for the U.S. military for launching their XB-37.
Now, is this the same piece that they were able to recover and land on a platform out in the ocean?
Yes, they've landed these now 11 times. We've got 11 landings, and used if you reused one first stage and one Dragon capsule. They've reused the capsule. The supply ship that's at the ISS right now is a reused reused ship from CSR4. And next week, there's another launch of a satellite launch, and it's also on a reused first stage.
Mm-hmm.
They ultimately plan to reuse even the second stage.
That's the long-term plans. I haven't seen any designs for the landing version of the second stage yet. But their plans is for that. They've already been able to recover the fairings, and they're planning on reusing the fairings too that they put over the satellites and that.
Wow.
That's pretty interesting.
So the idea is to have a totally reusable platform.
Well, I know that's what the whole thing about the space shuttle was.
It was only partially reusable.
Yeah.
They reused the SRBs and, of course, the orbiters, but the tanks were just ditched in the Indian Ocean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember they had plans at one stage to even reuse the tanks as building blocks for space stations, but
it never came to fruition. No. But really, of all the companies that have come up with reusable stuff, SpaceX has been the most successful. I mean, there's other ones out there, Blue Origin, that keeps a lot of talk, but all they've got is a rocket that goes up to the high ionosphere and comes back yet. So,
is their capsule not fully recoverable as well? The Blue Origin one?
Yeah.
They're really only for suborbital flights anyway. They're not really.
Yeah, they're only set up for suborbital, but they're not fully operational yet. They haven't really done a full launch yet. It's all been test launches.
Mm-hmm.
So SpaceX is on the cusp of all the technology with that. They seem to have their software all fixed now for the landing, so they seem to be able to. Now they're just tweaking it for spot landing, because their aim is, especially with the heavy lifter, is to land it right on the launching pad, so they can reuse it instantaneously.
Just have to refuel it when it gets back.
Yeah.
Well, once everything's cooled down a bit.
Yeah. That's one of their long-term goals, to be able to launch the first stage right, the main stage right back onto the launch pad.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what their future is with that.
Cool.
So that's where I am with this right now.
All right. While his microphone is still working and he's drinking his coffee and waking up, how you doing, Lou?
Well, waking up is a long and arduous process.
It is.
But you know what they say about the best part of waking up? It's getting out of bed. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone? And yes. And what am I working on this week? Well, I am working on some of the booty that I brought back from Wonderfest. And,
yes.
And let me introduce you.
Oh, what a smeghead.
Starbuck.
Working on a Starbuck.
What a smeghead.
Look at that.
It's cold outside. There's no kind of atmosphere.
What a smeg.
We're all alone, more or less.
What a smeg.
That's cool.
And this is what's been taking up most of the time because it's just so fun.
Oh, from Wizard.
Yeah, the only part of the movie you really need to bother with is this this statue.
Yeah.
Just
What?
you know,
That move. What's that figure?
Are you saying you're not a Blasky fan?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I remember it being so much better than it was. I went and took another look at it when I started working on this. It really does not hold up. No, it's just not good. There's some really good quotable scenes in it. The whole they killed Fritz scene is still very good, but that's not worth sitting through the rest of the movie to see. But working on those, getting back on my feet from Wonderfest, and enjoying this wonderful, swampy 75 degrees and raining outside at 8 o'clock in the morning weather.
I know, isn't that crazy? It's like really humid, and it's driving my sinuses crazy.
It's going to be like this all summer, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think you might be right. It's just
that's pretty much it for me. So we're going to have a half-hour show today.
Well, it's just to make a. Go ahead. Go ahead. I was just going to remark about the weather, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I was just saying, everyone seems to be really pretty succinct today.
Oh yeah, no. I think we're turning into Florida. I think we're getting into Florida weather. Sunshine and rain.
Yeah, rain shine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That certainly has been. I don't know. It's. Oh gosh, I'm going to sneeze. This actually helps if I do this. You know how you got to put your finger under your nose. That actually does work.
Sometimes putting the tongue on your roof of your mouth works.
I'll remember that when that happens. No, I mean, it's been comfortable. I mean, cool enough to sleep, but the problem is your bed sheets are damp.
Oh yeah,
and it's not because you're sweating; it's because it's so darn humid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, Heath. If you're listening,
we've got your summer for you.
Seriously, but you've got more of a kitty from the Wonderfest. You did a video and you showed a pile of boxes. Half of them were garage kits.
Yep.
Is that a garage kit you just showed?
Both of these were, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, you're going to be done then by the end of the summer. You're going to need to go to Wonderfest again, like in September. But hey, you can go to Jersey Fest.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not far from where you go. It's just probably even closer than Wonderfest is.
I just don't know anybody. I don't know the area that well. And after, 10, 15 years of Wonderfest, I know that area like the back of my hand. But I don't know the Jersey Fest area. I don't know where the best place to stay and all that kind of stuff is.
Well, you didn't know Wonderfest from the first couple of years you went. And, it doesn't. It's not like you got to call for time off from work or anything,
That's
do you?
True. But,
and Dirk is also, he lives like not even 20 minutes away from.
Oh, Dirk is up that way?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, well, then, there you go. I might have a base of familiarity then.
Yes. Yeah. Certainly. You can talk to him about all that stuff, and he told me it's not too bad. It's pretty close to New York City. It'll be probably more congested than your liking would be, but it's still very doable from where you're at.
I'll have to investigate.
Anyway, yeah, I've been threatening to do that too, just the same. But I want to go to Wonderfest first.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know. I feel like I gotta pop my cherry on that show and not on Jersey Fest. There's just something about Jersey. That's all.
Only one fest is the best.
Only one fest is the best.
And the other fest is just the rest.
You've been talking to Randall lately, haven't you? You've been getting tutelage from Randall. How you doing, Phil?
Oh, me. No, me. Oh, right. Okay. I always thought you was working. Oh, anyway. one after the other. I'm all right, thank you. Better than I was yesterday.
Huh? Yeah, why?
Yeah, I have a bit of a recurring issue, stomach problem.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it means if I'm home, I can get on a bit with a few more models. So yeah, been working on a bit of a mixed bag really since the last time. I've been
You
doing
did the launcher for the V2. You posted that on the Google Plus community.
Yeah, that came with a kit. I don't know if you can see it properly.
Interesting.
You probably get a better. You probably see it better on the community pictures. Whether that's up, that say it was a very simple kit, and it was more all about the painting and weathering for the launcher. I actually managed to throw another one together as well, which was the Mercury Redstone.
Nice.
Let's see. There we go.
Was that the dragon kit or the new?
The dragon kit, yeah.
Very clean.
Something quite unfortunate with it. You know the black and white stripes around the top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not enough of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're too white. They're too white. And
they're
finish up. There's not enough stripes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm showing your launcher that you shared on the community.
Oh, right.
Right, pictures right there.
Very nice and clean.
I've tried to get some weathering into it, but it doesn't really show up very well in the pictures. I think I washed too much of it off again. But obviously the V2 doesn't want to be, because it was painted from the factory, went out to the launch site, and then was launched.
Now, did you wipe that down with something to get the darken the rivets?
Washed. All I did was a bit of pre-shading, and then tried to keep it as subtle as possible when I sprayed over it. All wash on the launcher though.
That's beautiful.
It is.
I have that kit as well, and but I have plans to, if I can get a suitable upper stage, to make the WAC Corporal launcher or booster or missile or whatever. It was the first multi-stage liquid-fueled rocket to be launched from a Cape Canaveral, if I believe.
Yeah.
Simple enough conversion. It's just finding a missile body that's the right size to sit on top of it.
Yeah, find a 1/48 scale. Jack's
nearly asleep. I know it's real space, Jack. It's not science fiction, so stay awake for
it. No. I'm sorry. My sinuses are doing flip-flops right now. I'm awake. Oh, I'm certainly awake. I'm just a little bit of histamine going on here.
If you want to talk science fiction, Jack, I've been working. So I've got the old Saturn V, the Airfix kit. Right. And I bought the Skylab launcher, and that came with a corrected command service module and lunar module shroud. I don't know if you can see the difference between the two.
Yeah, the silver one was really narrow and
yeah, the one with the silver one is the old one.
Mm-hmm.
and the white one, all white one, is the new one. So with the spare one of these, and I just realised it's the perfect shape for the core for Jerry Anderson UFO.
Ah.
So I could start scratch building, use that as the central core of it, and scratch building all the leaves on the outside.
How would you do the clear domes?
They launched the Skylab separate from the command module, didn't they not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They launched Skylab first, and then that was Skylab 1. And then Skylabs 2, 3, and 4 were the manned launches, but they used Saturn 1Bs for them.
Yes, Saturn 1Bs.
Sorry, fella.
Oh, I can't get it. I've got one on the shelf, but I can't reach it. I'll knock everything off if I do that.
Oh, come on, that'll make good television.
Yeah,
all right, I'll go and get it there.
there's a channel on YouTube, and I never watched that science channel show where the two guys would like test theories and myths and see if they were for real. And one of them launched a YouTube channel called Tested, and he recently posted a video on the Lego version of the Saturn V, and it looks extraordinary. And I looked up the kit, the Lego kit. It's over $200.
Yeah.
That's fairly cheap for a Lego kit these days.
Yeah.
Just like,
The Lego Death.
and it comes with the LEM. It comes with a LEM and everything. And yeah, I mean, I kind of looked up the Dragon 72 scale. Well, that's about the same price as the Lego kit. But given the choice, I don't think I'd buy the Lego kit.
The fit would probably be better.
Yeah. Yeah. So really cool, Phil. In fact, we're thinking of doing a group build next year for real outer space. And not sci-fi. We're talking about the real stuff. I don't know. Maybe we can get Lou interested in that. What do you think, Phil?
Oh, no, sorry,
Anything's possible.
I have one of those 5-foot Saturn V models.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Dragon.
The big dragon one?
The big
Yeah.
dragon one. Although I hear it's got some issues with it too.
Well, I would task you to build the tower next to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I were to buy the 5-foot Saturn V, it'd come with divorce papers.
Yeah. I had to make do with the old Revell 196 scale one. It's over there somewhere.
Yeah. I got the templates for a 7-footer.
Using the box as a shelf.
Well, that's the nice thing about it. It's long, but it's fairly skinny. You could lay it on its side and put it up above on a shelf, and it would work.
Yeah.
Or stand it in a corner or something.
Yep.
Well, I was thinking when I saw that Lego kit that it looks awesome and everything. If it's not being displayed in flight, I think it should have a tower, and I would task anyone to build a tower.
Yeah, I know one guy's working on the lump and the for the Saturn V, and he's been working on it now for 3.5 years.
There you go.
Just the launch tower.
Yeah, yeah.
There is.
I don't know where you find blueprints for something like that to make
Oh,
it.
he's got some connection into NASA because he's got prints of the whole all over it. Because he's recreating every pipe, every valve.
So he's not doing it out of paper, is he?
Yes, he is.
Out of paper. Okay.
Oh, paper.
Yes.
You could get two Revell shuttle launch towers and mix and match and make the Saturn V tower.
Mm.
Sort of reverse engineer it a bit, like the way they did with. They originally took the Saturn V launch tower and converted it into the shuttle launch tower.
Yeah.
You just sort of get two of them and backdate it to the Saturn V. It would be a start anyway.
Well, you've got yourself a Saturn V in the background there too, yourself, mister.
Yeah, that's.
Yep.
Just about here.
Yeah.
It's the one.
There's another Saturn 1B is hiding behind it there.
Okay.
And,
So you're up, Randall. Go ahead. Speak.
Dragon 135th scale V2.
Oh, yes.
It's actually in the same paint scheme as Phil's.
Oh, really? Look at that.
Or similar anyway.
That's a nice little firecracker.
Yeah, yeah, it is the same paint scheme. Look at that.
Try getting that through airport security.
Is that a whistle in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
So your
said about these things, right rocket, wrong planet.
Yeah. Landed on the wrong planet.
that would double as one of the sci-fi's early sci-fi space rockets. Yep.
Yeah, that's what a lot of them were based on. Were the V2, the likes of the Luna from Destination Moon.
Yeah.
For when worlds collide, they just took a V2 and set it on its side and launched it on a reel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's something somebody's been working on recently, the Cosmos Strater from some movie or something like that. That was just one big V2 with three little ones on wings. So everybody thought this was the shape of the rocket.
Yeah, it became the shape of the rocket for quite a long while.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, when you think about it, if you took the same scale V2 and held it up next to the Redstone, they're both identical in diameter.
Yeah.
In fact, the Redstone was just pretty much an upgraded V2. They even used the same launch platform.
Yeah, the Redstone was based on the V2.
And then the Saturn 1B, I think, the fourth stage was based on the Redstone.
Yeah.
Well, the Redstone didn't have those curvy shapes, though.
No, just a longer fuselage, for the want of a better word, and it came to a more sort of a blockier or sort of a less smoother point where the warhead used to be, or where the Mercury capsule went. But other than that, it was pretty much just an upgraded V2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh. Well, like the same guy who designed the V2 designed these NASA rockets, did he not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Von Braun. Yeah. All right. Cool. How about your stunt and speed build there, mister? I kind of like that yellow that you've painted on there, particularly those digits, you know?
That was fun. Hang on.
Being mischievous.
mean this one?
Yeah.
That's the one. That is such a cute little airplane.
That's so cute.
Yeah,
Got the
and
rigging on it too.
emphasis on the little. These things were small.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all engine.
Come on. There you are.
You didn't so much get into the plane as you wore it.
For
Yeah.
a Mustang to the same scale, yeah. 32 scale.
How did you see where you were going?
Pretty much the same way that Charles Lindbergh did with his Ryan aircraft. He had no forward windows in it either. But then you weren't really expecting to run into anybody else in the sky those days.
Yeah, true. True.
For the airplane modelers. Hurricane to the same scale.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. It's nice that they're all the same scale so that you can easily see the difference between the aircraft, because not many. I would venture to say people are not as familiar with these stunt airplanes as they would be like World War II aircraft, and just having it sit by itself would have been it's difficult to figure, on its actual size next to something that's more recognizable.
Yeah.
Like the wingspan on the Laird is just about matches one wing on the Hurricane.
Yeah.
Really?
Essentially, those things were just one big engine with the least amount of fuselage and wings behind it to get it airborne.
Well, it's made for speed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And much more maneuverable and more agile in the air if it doesn't have as much weight and wingspan even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it certainly, by doubling up the wings, you have the necessary lift, but not the cumbersomeness of the width of the. Look at that! It's a little wider. That whole aircraft is a little wider than one of the wings on the warplane.
Yep.
That's astonishing. Yeah.
It really gives you a sense of scale there that way.
Yeah. Yeah, for both. You do such a good job for photographing them too. Boy, that paper's clean. That black paper.
I've tried several different colors before I found one that could actually show up the rigging.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. And you built the car?
No, it's just a die-cast, one that I happen to have convenient.
Well, you should have lied.
I have a couple of 32 scale car kits, but I haven't got around to building them yet.
Well, you should have lied right there. I was giving you an opportunity to say, "Oh, look how good I am, even on cars."
Darn it! I'm too honest for my own good.
Well, I'm sure if you built it, it would look the same as good. Look at that. That is so cool. That's so cool. What did you use for rigging?
Nylon thread, lycra thread. It has quite a bit of stretch to it, so it didn't really need much tension to get a good straight line. And then anchored at one end with super glue, threaded it through an appropriate size hole in the other end. Attached one of those little either a plastic clamp or one of those crocodile clamps or something with just enough weight to hold the tension until I applied a drop of super glue and accelerator at the other end.
Oh,
and repeated that 9 times around the thing.
Okay. Yeah.
some of the holes actually were already pre-drilled,
Uh-huh.
but the likes of the wheel spat here and one or two other spots on the wings I had to drill through myself. 0.3 millimeter diameter holes. They're fun to thread, by the way.
I would say so. Yeah, you're fighting the thread.
Yeah, the thread itself keeps wanting to bend.
Unravel. Yeah.
And then you're frightened of when you do get it threaded through. You're frightened of letting go of it in case it springs back out again.
Yeah.
There you go. I can see it really well.
It kind of gave me a taste for biplanes because I've actually picked up another one. One of my old shelf queens, and made a start on it again. Just
Have you posted these pictures?
I have, yep.
I haven't checked the community. See how I am? I didn't even check the communities this morning.
Picked up this old Matchbox kit.
Oh,
It's supposed to be two colors, but unfortunately, I lost some of the parts. It's really, one of the old Matchboxes. They were molded in multiple colors, so that in theory you didn't have to paint them. In practice, you did have to paint them. But as I say, I lost some of the parts somewhere, but I happen to have Revell reissue of the same kit. So until I get the first primer down, it's going to be 3 shades of plastic.
Those are awfully small kits.
Oh yeah, they're 72 scale. They're like rigging. This one's going to be fun.
Yeah.
More rigging, but a tighter space to work in.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna do that. I know I'd go nuts. I wouldn't do it. I just just imagine the rigging is there.
Yeah. And going smaller, I've decided to bite the bullet and started to scratch build the cockpit for the Millennium Falcon.
It does come with one, does it not? I remember it coming with one.
It comes with one, but you can't get anyone to actually fit in it. Even on 144 scale, you can't get any. I took one of the figures from the sorry, Jack, I'm going to swear here, Bandai kit, and fitted them into the seat for the fine molds cockpit. And there was no way in this God's green earth he was going to set up straight. The canopy pushed him over to one side. So I tried various other things. I even got these little railroad figures.
Oh, yeah.
In 2 different scales. This one's 150 scale, or N gauge. And these ones are 200 scale, or Z gauge.
Ooh.
Tiny people.
Mm.
Only closer tiny people.
So if anyone is looking for a population for any 200 scale kits,
Bag of food.
The figures are tiny.
I expect to see eyeballs painted on those.
Yeah.
You'll be lucky if I even get the right colors in for the outfits.
Yeah.
But they come with like seated figures, so you should be able to get. But as I say,
To me, it looks like a grain of rice sitting on top of another grain of rice.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go blind there. And
I'm going to need some serious magnification to paint these guys. And of course, I went and made the mistake of gluing Han to his seat prematurely, which will make painting him a little bit more fun. But there you go.
It gives you something to hold on to.
And for the base, made a small start for the back of the Star Destroyer bridge.
Gotcha.
So the Falcon will sit, once I've grey-bleeded up and everything, the Falcon should sit
Right.
Sit on it like that.
Right.
And because the Falcon was powered down at the time, I won't have to add any lights. Yay.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much me. That's my show and tell done.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I can't say that I've gotten anything done. I'm still working through lighting the 72 scale fine molds Falcon. I am working on the engines. I've come across some sampling of LEDs to light these little things here. So I got them all punched through, and I got to light these, and I want them to light as brightly as possible. And I was trying to get away from putting an LED. See, there's 6 here that need lighted. Now multiply this by 13. That's what we have as far as these things go. And these things fit into a channel like this that would be put into the model. Now, I'm already have the notion I'm going to cut the back out. So the back will be gone at some point. Got to put that little circular cutting wheel on my Dremel and do it that way maybe. But leaving enough lip on the inside for these things to set on. And I thought, well, hey, I can try to do fiber optic. I can do this. I can do that. My thinking is that there's a hint of blue in the white light. Because I looked up some video clips of the Falcon in flight and with the engines on. It's really strange because, like in New Hope, they were lit as white, completely very bright white. But like in Force Awakens, they just fired up the engines to make that escape, that very graceful escape, and there was a hint of blue surrounding the white, and even through the white there was a hint of blue. Even coming through YouTube, having been copied and put up on YouTube, it still comes through as not purely blue. Many people have lit it to be blue, but I don't want to do it that way. I think I might have found a way to do it. I got the bright white LED. This is really tiny. And I'm going to put blue. Of course, it's all washed out because of my light. But this is a pretty small LED. Paint it blue and then wipe it off, wipe the excess off. And when it lights as a bright white with a hint of blue in it. So I figured that, hey, that might be a way to go. But to attach this from behind on these things is now the next thing I just got to figure out. I'm not sure how about doing that. I'm trying to do it in a way that that's easy, secure, and well, I guess I'm going to use up a lot of space inside the model to do this. I'm just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. One resistor, one LED, one resistor, and go down that path. It's not like I don't have resistors. I've got plenty of them, but I went through all kinds of iterations, and that's the only one I feel that I can do because I've done it that way in the past. And it's sort of like trying to teach an old dog new tricks. That's what it feels like. But I think I just might give in and do it. Anyway, that's what I've been spending the past week and a half on, as well as other things around the house, so that I can get the rest of my workspace here. You see the shelves behind me. My dressers are out of here. I'm going to expand into this entire room as a workspace. And I kind of like it up here. I got to say, I can look out the window if I need to. And it's very nice. Very nice weather. Short beats being down in the basement. But I have to work in a basement to make things work up here, as odd as that might sound. Well, without further ado, I saved the best for last, and he's not there. Dave.
Let's hear from Jamie.
Yeah. Dave, are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, we've been waiting a long time for you.
What about Jamie?
All right, Jamie can talk. I guess I think he knows how to.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Who wants to talk first? You, Dave, or Jamie? Who wants to go first?
No, Jamie, you can go first if you want.
I don't mind. It's up to you. I mean, it's up to you.
Jamie.
You Brits are so polite.
At the moment, I'm doing the Voyager, as you know, and I've got all the photo edges attached. So I'm working on this at the moment.
Oh, I can't wait to get back to my Voyager build. Yes. Yep.
But at the moment, I'm just basically doing, according to Mark, there's about 280 little tiny holes to drill. So I'm just working my way through those at the moment. The top part is done now. I was working on that last night and I finished it off. So done. I've got some, according to what people are telling me, I've got a couple more alterations. One here and one back here. And then there's a hole to be drilled on the tip here. So yeah, it's coming on. It's getting there. John Petrie gave me that advice about putting the bits on the windows. So it gives a bit more depth when you're looking at the windows.
Yeah, the frames, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, his was sprayed up, and I thought, well, it looks kind of cool. I might ask how he did that. So he told me how he did it. So yeah, but basically, the only other thing that I'm doing slightly different to what I haven't seen it done very often on these. Everybody sort of likes this up and everything else, but I want to try. So I used a very fine drill. I wanted to go because I didn't want them to be the same size holes as other holes that you make on the model. So I took a really fine drill, and I'm hoping to put some fibre optics in it and light it up so it comes out in different colours. But it's just shine white. But I just thought, I saw it done on a model and I thought it looked kind of cool. So I'm going to go with sort of getting this.
So the sensor?
Yeah, so you got that one and then you've got this one. But the drill bit for them is really fine to make it like, so they don't look like just all holes there. So it looks like, when you're looking at it, it just looks like normal. But that is, I mean, I must have broke about 3 drill bits just trying to do this. But eventually I got through it. So, you know, that's my little bit of a spin on it just to see how it goes. But the most boring bit of this is got to be this 280 odd holes you've got to drill on it. and you get a sore hand just about there.
Yeah.
Well, now you know how many holes it takes to fill the Voyager hull.
Yeah. I've just finished off the little things that go in there. The little, I don't know if you can see them. Yeah.
Intakes.
Yeah, there's some intakes there, and I've drilled out the front bits ready for that there.
Yeah.
So that's already done. And then you just got, I was working on this earlier this morning, just doing the the holes. People, I was watching some people and they're saying to this, I'm not going to put the glass into this bit. What I've done, I put the photo edge in, and then behind that, I'm going to put some very, very thin plastic to fill
That's
the
what I
window.
did. Yeah, that's what I did. The thinnest gauge styrene as you
Yeah,
can.
yeah, because I just don't want to cut out those little windows that they come with it. Just in the styrene does the job. And then I've just drilled the 3 holes at the back, ready for the light in there. So we're getting there slowly but surely. And then you got the photo edge on that part. So yeah, it's coming along. I mean, there's a lot of work to do to this. I found there's a lot of work to do to this model if you're going to light it up. But you know, before you even get to any paint on it, it's like there's loads and loads of alterations and sanding and drilling and God knows what. But yeah, that's where I'm up to, Jack, and that's what I've been working on at the moment. So that's kind of me at the moment.
Oh, Ken is asking why. What happened to your Star Wars trench?
I've still got it. I've just not got around to doing it yet.
I see. You know, in the community, we have a Star Wars build, not a Star Trek build.
Oh, here we go. Yes. So, Ken, if you are watching this, yes, I have still got your trench, and yes, I am still going to use it. I just because with the move I had over to another area, it got put in the back in its box. It's been left there. So, yes, I am still going to use it. I am still going to create the Death Star scene with the trench. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. So that answers your question, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should go to your storage and get it out and do a Star Wars build just like the rest of the community is.
Yeah, I must admit though, Jack,
we would not mind.
when Ken did me this, he did an excellent job of building this trench. He scratch built it for me, and it was an excellent job. I mean, he sent a diagram how to put it all together too. And it's about, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet long. And
that's pretty long.
Yeah, it's about 4 foot. It's about this big. And
it would look beautiful on your back wall.
Yeah, but it was designed to work to go with the Bandai TIE fighters and all that size. So I wanted the trench to be in scale with those. So he scratch built it for me, and it's a wonderful piece of kit. And when it's all set up and painted with the like, you're gonna have the 2 TIE fighters each side, and then the what's in front, and then he's going to be firing down at the hole. So it's going to be like a bit of a diorama. So I'm hoping that's going to work out fine. Like I said, with the move and everything, I just haven't got around to doing it. So I probably will, hopefully, get around to doing it eventually. So another one of those builds that you get to do, but you don't quite get to do because you've got other things on the market. And we've all been there, haven't you, lads?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it, Jack. I'm done.
Oh boy, everybody's really short-winded today. Anyhow, how you doing there, Dave?
I'm doing really well, Jack. Thank you.
Yeah,
I've got absolutely tons on.
I hear you're going to have some chickens on Hoth.
Well, maybe. At the moment, I'm just building up my rear landing gear.
Oh.
So, but I'm a bit worried that it's not going to be able to support the weight of the wings because this is quite heavy. But I mocked it all up and it looks okay. And the lights are still working, which is good. I don't know if you can't even get it on. Is that lit?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've got the mat. It's all masked as well, so you won't be able to see that much. But yeah, they're pretty much finished. I was going to cut these off the wings, and I'm glad I didn't now, because they had 2 holes in them. So instead of actually putting a pole straight through the centre to support the wings, the screws just do the job right, and it's nice and level. Touch wood. It might change when I get the cannons on, because they're all primed up now, so they're ready to be Hold on.
When you've actually completed it, I know you scratch this, but when you've actually completed it, what scale do you reckon it will be?
I think it's 118. At least that's what it says on Google. So that's what I'm going off on. All the figures that I've bought for it, 118th as well.
That's a big model.
But yeah, I finished my greebles for the sides.
That was good. Yeah.
That's going to be installed. Something like that, God.
What's the size of it?
And it's stupid. I can't even fit it on. Yeah. My rear landing bay doors. I've been working on them this morning. So each of the landing gear is going to have a spotlight. If I can just light it up. Oh, it's not going to play ball with me. There. So it'll have a spotlight on each landing gear. I just hope I've calculated the height right. Otherwise, I'll have to redo them all. But it looks about right there. Yeah, I've drilled out the cockpit now. So that's ready for fibre optic after I painted it. So I was messing around with the chrome pen just to see what it looked like, and I quite like that. So I'll probably go ahead with that. I think the panels would be all like black or grey or something. But what else? I think that's about it, really. It's about 27 degrees at the moment, so I'm outside trying to paint while the sun's out. I think it's going to be painted up in Alclad. I've got some matte white for the body. I've got some steel, engine manifold, jet exhaust. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. It's loads of little bits that are all going to come together, and hopefully it'll be a ship. And I've got my evergreen styrene just to add that detail just to the fan blades. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
I see.
I'm just hoping that the landing gear works out, because I don't know. I hope it'll support the paint. It's going to be quite heavy.
Could you not put a little strut on the bottom side of that, just for support?
Well, I boxed it in at the bottom, and I've just poured 5-minute epoxy in. So I'm hoping.
No, if you hold it up again, I'll show you what I mean. Right, just click on you. Right, a bit higher. Now, the very up a bit more, so I can see where I point to you. That's it, right. You see the very 2 points where you've got the connection into the bottom bit.
Yeah, this bit, yeah, the bottom.
Yeah. If you put an angled strut between the one on the right hand side and the left hand side, that will support those two and make it stronger to hold the weight.
You can break it up there, Jamie. What? Put something just in the V.
Yeah, if you put an angled strut between the two of those 2 poles, it'll make the strut stronger, and that might help towards holding the weight.
Yeah, I do have some offcuts here. If I just put like a little bit, like in there, yeah. I'll probably do that.
Basically, if these are your 2, I'll do it with these. If these are your 2 struts like that,
yeah.
If you put an angled strut in like that, it's going to make the 2 stronger.
Yeah.
But when the weight goes on, you're not going to go like that. It's going to support the 2 legs. So on that bit, so it might make it stronger for you to hold the weight.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. I think.
And it'll look like part of the leg as well because of the way it's angled.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll cut myself some styling, I think, and make some wedges for it. But yeah, I'm just focused on my landing gear at the moment for the back. Hopefully soon it'll just all come together and we should have something. Yeah, I think that's pretty much me, Jack, I think. the display walls, they've all been painted gloss white now. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get as much painting as I can get done now, but weather's good. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, part of my expansion is to try to keep up with you, you know. So that's what it's all about, is to try to keep up with Dave.
If no one's seen it yet, there's big Greebles in the wing.
Yeah, you took some pictures of that. That was pretty awesome there. I wonder if I can actually conjure those up. Let's see. They're not too far down. Oh, maybe they are. I don't know. You got Greebles here. This is the ones that you're going to have on the side. Side panels opened up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you've got yourself. You made yourself quite a project there with all the Greeblies beyond it, only because you're making it look like it's being worked on, repaired, and all that stuff. And quite frankly, really nothing to draw from as far as reference photos go. But certainly, your imagination is taking you through. Let's see if I can go ahead and screen share this. My computer needs geeked again. This is why I'm stalling with a bunch of talking and not really any action. Because I'm waiting for my computer to cooperate here. Oh boy, this is a small picture. I don't know why your pictures turn out so small on when you post them.
I don't know. It's weird.
What are you taking pictures with?
Just my phone.
What kind of phone do you have?
The Motorola Android.
And Android.
Yeah.
All right, I did push present to everybody. See if it's going to pop up here in a moment. And I can't zoom in either. There's not enough pixels there for it to be zoomed in. But this is the wing. This is the top side, underside. What is this?
Side.
Top side?
Yeah. But there was no point doing anything for the underside because you won't see it.
Didn't realize there was that many things going on in the wings there, Dave.
Oh yeah, there's all sorts. There's shield generators, water filters.
Oh, like
Control washer fluid.
in modern aircraft, it's fuel is usually stored in the wings.
Well, I think the fuel's stored in the fuselage from thing. I don't know.
Yeah, there wouldn't be any interest in just seeing a fuel tank there, huh?
It'd be a bit boring when you're just having a square piece there.
Right. But certainly you are going to town with those Greebles, where here I'm trying to avoid them in a way.
Send me them, I'll use them.
Yeah, well, I knew this was going to happen as soon as I get into the lighting aspect of it. I can't wait till I get to the cockpit, how much time I'm going to piss away at doing that. Certainly, I decided to do it all the way. And I'm trying to do like photographs of progress, but I haven't taken any pictures because I've made no progress. I haven't decided how to do the engines, etc. But that just brings me to: are you done there, Dave? Is there anything else?
I think that pretty much covers it. Although somebody said that that's really good steampunk. I'd heard the expression before, but I never actually knew what it actually meant. And I think
Steampunk.
Yeah, with the Greebles and with the cables that I've added, I'm guessing that's what it means. I don't know.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, I could see where somebody would say that, but steampunk is very distinctive. We're not talking Greebles that are what we would say Greebles in a Star Wars universe sense. we're talking greebles as far as industrial era, like gears, tanks,
yeah,
pipes, and things like
Valves and
that.
gauges and stuff.
valves. Yeah.
Yeah. So our greebles aren't exactly imitative that way. But yeah, I see why they would say that. Sure.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I added a lot of copper wire to it just to create like fuel lines or something, you know. So I'm guessing that's where it's come from.
Oh, here's a picture too. Let's see if this is going to come up any larger.
Probably not.
It's not any larger. You got to do something about your phone.
I'll just start using.
Yeah, but it is actually a cool angle, though. It is a cool angle of what you're doing.
Yeah, it looks really cool when it's all lit up and I've got blue LEDs coming through and stuff. It looks pretty good. And I used oil paint for the first time as well. So I weathered it with oils as well. Yeah.
This is a picture that's not head on straight. It's on an angle as far as the wing goes and the like. If it comes up, there we go. I think that gives us a better idea as to what that whole thing was. Wow, look at that. That was pretty.
Putting it all together now.
Right.
The only thing that I don't know if I should paint it up in subsections and then join the two halves together, or build it up and then paint it all. So I'm still trying to decide what I want to do about that. So it'll be probably easier separately.
So I think that will be an interesting question to ask you when you propose this idea even to yourself. What time frame did you expect to get this work through and done, as opposed to now what you see how long it's going to take you? Do you think you're going to keep with that original estimated time?
Well, I gave myself till like December to finish it, but I think I'll be probably done before then, the way it's going at the moment. It seems to be just building itself at the moment, you know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm still going to say December, but it might be before.
I see. It might be before.
I'm not rush it, so
yeah.
I'm going to take my time with it because I want it to look as good as possible.
Right.
Yeah, it's. I'm just looking forward to getting it all together now. I mocked it up the other day just to see what it looked like, to see if I got my spacing for the engines right, and it seems to be okay. It's just this rear landing gear that I hope it'll support the weight, but we'll see.
Are you having the wings open or closed?
You are, sorry, Jamie.
Are the wings open or closed?
Oh, they're going to be closed. Well, it's just going to be hangar base. It's just going to be sat like that. You know.
Right, yeah.
Because I've used like 4 pieces of 6mm MDF to create a cavity so I could run all my cable into the wings.
Alright.
And then I've got like 12mm block here to get the height of the engine.
Something that big. I was thinking about what the Bandai they did with that one, where the wings open, there's a sound effects like. And on that side, it looked quite impressive.
I know. I think I might get another one and actually do that and have the engines in the fighter configuration. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit sad, really, but I'm not lighting the engines on this, and it'd be perfect.
Yeah, it would.
Never mind. Maybe on the next one.
Yeah, when you're carrying out maintenance on a fighter, you don't really want the engines running.
Something just falling up the floor. Yeah, it didn't make any sense lighting the engines when it's in the hangar bay. But then again, I could have put the chicken behind the engine, couldn't I?
Oh, your engine's fouled.
You know what? I swear you have been getting tutelage from Randall.
Finished.
That's a bit of a bad joke, that's.
Nice.
And my chair. I'm just to show you now. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm just.
Great after you carved the pilot out of it.
You also, Randall.
The chair looks great after you carved the pilot out of it.
I know it was a bit of a shame, but there was no point having a pilot in it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I just dremeled him out and then just put the pattern back in for the cushions, and then this helmet's going to cover that nasty bit up there. So
Is
it'll
that
be just,
helmet?
yeah, it's just going to be sat on the chair like that.
Right.
Yeah.
There.
Well, you know, he is going to get his. I mean, there's such a thing as a foot model, a hand model, a pinup model. He has chickens that are models, so he's gonna take pictures of his chickens modeling his build. I'm sure he is, because he already had the helmet on top of one of the chickens. You know.
Well, it was perfect. It just fit his head, and I thought I could take a picture of that.
Seriously.
The camera
It's gonna be your signature.
the camera won't focus on the helmet, so I had to put it on the chicken, and then it focused.
It's gonna be your signature. Simon Merckx has his Smurfs. You're gonna have your chickens.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. It's nice to have a signature mascot, you know.
I'm going to keep him forever now, I think. Every build I do is going to be in it, I think. It seems to be a good omen at the moment. And whenever chicken in the picture, everything goes fine.
Hey, Mike, I think they're taking the yoke out of you.
All right, very cool. So, you know, we had actually killed an hour and a half already, and I was going to do the poll. I have the results of the poll here, but you know what? I'm going to save that for tomorrow for the Sunday Hangout. I just want to remind everybody that, yes, Amazing Scale Modelers does have 3 community builds right now, pretty much for the rest of the year. The Stunt and Speed are vehicles or some sort of apparatus that broke records or made for speed, made for stunts. And as you see, that Randall kind of did both. For his build with his aerobatics airplane, as well as Dave did the Hazard County diorama with the General Lee jumping over everything, which was freaking awesome. So if you're new to the communities, check the threads, scroll it back. You got to scroll back a little far, but if you were to go to DJ Model Works, you will see Dave's page on Google Plus. I believe it's on Google Plus. Yeah, Google Plus. I'm much more familiar with Google Plus than I am with Facebook. But see, and Bob did the Mach 5 for his Stunt and Speed, which doesn't have to be real. It could be fictitious for the Speed Racer. And I have to say, that looks showroom quality, actually. It could be such a thing. It's actually quite beautiful. Right there. Yeah, I'm screen sharing it there, Bob. Thank you for screen sharing it too. It is I love the pearl white. It was just a very good choice to do it a pearl white. Yeah, that certainly gives me the idea too to, if I ever build it, to be sure to build it in such color. So many people have done the Stunt and Speed on the communities. And on the Facebook community, there's a lot of car builders that a lot of them can qualify, have done the second, its sister build, the the street muscle and custom car build. That would be any of the cars that you see at a show, at a neighborhood show or festival, you know, the antique show type of things that you see out there showing off. There's plenty of folks over at the Facebook community doing that. And of course, the Star Wars build, unlike the other two builds, this is not going to be out of the box. We would like you to challenge yourself, not just build the model, but add something to it, like Dave is doing the diorama for. You can light it, use photo etch, you can use aftermarket parts, you can do a lot of different things with your Star Wars build to make it like awesome, like over the top. So you have pretty much the rest of the year to do them. Of course, there's the Batman build is still going on as well. If it so inclines you to do Batman build, particularly in the light of the passing of Adam West, and you want to do a tribute to his participation and addition, his interpretation, his contribution to the folklore of Batman. Certainly that would be very appreciative to see as well if someone did a tribute build in the name of Adam West's lifelong. And he was actually, he's one of the few Hollywood stars that was right off the bat very comfortable with his role. Unlike other actors who kind of like want to divorce themselves from the role that made them famous, but certainly he embraced that and he played it up, and he certainly had a good sense of humor himself. He will be sorely missed, and certainly we'll be able to see him in Batman reruns. So yeah, that's the kinds of things we're doing here at the community to do builds as such. And tomorrow on the Sunday Hangout, I'll share the poll, the latest poll. We're trying to come up with a poll for every show. And that was a question, while scale modeling, do you have another passive activity to pass the time and keep rhythm with your build? In other words, while you're waiting for paint to dry, to glue to cure, this sort of thing, what is it that you like to do? And the results are not surprising, I think. But what is surprising is the differences between the Google Plus community and the Facebook community. I think there's a big difference between them. So the results are expected, but the difference I thought was unexpected between the two. So tomorrow I will share that on the Sunday Hangout. And that will be at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you're so willing to join us then, maybe y'all over at the live chat will be a little more active. I think it's not just us guys. It was also the live chat. I think they were sleeping over there.
Yeah.
Not many comments were being thrown about, but Ken is talking about doing a studio scale X-Wing and the like. But that's pretty much it. And I miss George. George hadn't come around today. Maybe he'll be around tomorrow, because George always strikes up a conversation on the live chat. So if you're watching this in rerun, George, we miss you. So anyhow, anybody else got more to add there, or do we call it a day, another day for Across the Pond?
I think we've pretty well covered everything.
Yeah. All right, very well. Well, we'll see you all tomorrow. And until then, happy modeling, everyone. Good day.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right.
Well,
Wait for the live button.
I did call it. I'm still live. Hi, everybody. I'm still live, I think.